In the previous video, we have written the given data for this example. Now in solution, first of all, we need to find the beam strength. Okay, so here the first thing we need to calculate is beam strength. That is SB. Okay, so beam strength means by default you have to find the beam strength of weaker element. Okay, so first of all you need to find the weaker element, and then after that you have to find the beam strength. So whenever the beam strength comes, so beam strength means you have to go for the weaker element of the beam strength of the weaker element. So weaker element you need to find here. So for weaker element, what you need is sigma BP into YP and sigma BG into YG. Okay, so this product will decide the weaker element. If suppose sigma BG into YG is greater, so this gear will become stronger, pinion will become weaker. If sigma BP into YP is greater, then sigma BG into YG, then pinion will become stronger, gear will become weaker. Okay, so sigma BP and sigma BG is already given, but YP and YG is not given, so we have to calculate YP and YG. So for 20-degree full depth involute system, YP is 0.484 minus 2.87 divided by ZP. Okay, so if you substitute here the value of ZP as it is given here 18 and 40. Okay, so ZP is 18 and ZG is 40. So if you substitute here ZP as 18, so you will get YP as 0.3245. Similarly YG is 0.484 minus 2.87 divided by ZG. So again, if you put a value of ZG here, you will get 0.4122. Okay, then you need to calculate sigma BP into YP. So just you have to multiply sigma BP into YP. Sigma BP is given here 250, sigma BG is given 200. Okay, so here just we will substitute the values sigma BP into YP. So 250 into 0.3245, so you will get 81.125 Newton per mm square, and sigma BG into YG. So if again you multiply sigma BG into YG, you will get 82.45 Newton per mm square. Okay, now see here it is 82 and it is 81. So here pinion is small weaker than the gear. Okay, so from this product you can see, or you can write as sigma BP into YP is less than sigma BG into YG. Pinion is weaker. Okay, now if the pinion is weaker, so you have to find the beam strength of pinion. So therefore SB beam strength of pinion is equal to sigma BP into B into M into YP. Now if you substitute the values here, sigma BP is 250, B is 40, M is 4, and YP is 0.3245. So you will get SB 12980 Newton. Okay, so this is your SB 12980 in Newton. Now next is SW. Okay, so second wear strength, or you can call it as SW. So wear strength is given by SW is equal to dPbQK. So it is given by dPbQK. So here dP we need to find. So dP is nothing but M into ZP. M is 4, ZP is 18. So if you multiply it, so you will get 72 mm. Then Q is 2 ZG divided by ZG plus ZP, because it is external gear pair. So 2 ZG divided by ZG plus ZP. So if you substitute the values of ZP, ZG, all these things, so 2 into 40 divided by 40 plus 18, so you will get 1.3793. Then K for steel gear and steel pinion, K is 0.16 BHN by 100 is square. Okay, now here BHN is given 400, so if you substitute here 400, you will get K. So K is 2.56 Newton per mm square. Now after getting the value of K, dP, B, Q, K, everything we have now, so if you substitute here, so you will get SW as dP, B, Q, K. dP is 72, B is 40, Q is 1.3793 and K is 2.56. So after calculating you will get SW as 10169.3 Newton. Okay. Then after that you have to go for the maximum tangential load. Okay, so here we need to calculate PT. So third thing, tangential load or tangential force PT we need to find. So for PT you have to think where the PT comes. Okay, so from where you can calculate PT. So we have formula, PT comes in the formula of P effective. So P effective is CA CM PT divided by CV. So this PT we need. So to calculate PT, what we need is P effective. P effective you cannot get directly. So as you are having SW and SB, both things you are having. So your SW is this much and SB is, we are having SB as SB already we have calculated 12980 Newton. Okay. So this is the value of SB. Now see here, SW is 10,000, SB is 12,000, means your SB is greater than SW. So here your safety condition will be based on, your design is based on wear strength. Okay. So here you have to equate, we are having the safety condition. Safety condition we are having both SB or SW, whichever is smaller. So the strength should be greater than or equal to factor of safety into P effective. Okay, so this is our safety condition. So from this condition we will calculate P effective. Okay. So your strength we will equate strength, lower strength, like your SW is equal to factor of safety into P effective. Okay. So now from this we will calculate P effective. So our SW is SW is 10169.3 is equal to, now factor of safety is given. So factor of safety is 1.5 into P effective we need. Okay. So from here P effective, now instead of putting here P effective we can write here CACM PT divided by CV. Okay. Or we can calculate from this P effective and then we can substitute this value of P effective here to calculate PT. Okay. So you will get P effective as 6779.53. Okay. Now we need to substitute P effective here in formula of this. So you will get PT. So here we are having here CV we need to first calculate. Okay, so first we will calculate CV and the formula for CV is given 5.6 divided by 5.6 plus under root V. So here V is required. Okay, so V is nothing but pi dpnp divided by 60 into 1000. Now here pi is pi and dp is given as dp is not given, so you can calculate it by m into zp and np is as it is divided by 60 into 1000. Now if you substitute all these values you will get velocity as 5.428 meter per second. Now if you substitute here velocity you will get CV 5.6 divided by 5.6 plus under root 5.428. Okay, so you will get CV as 0.70618. and if you substitute here all the values in the formula of P effective, because your P effective is equal to CA CM PT divided by CV. Now here CA is given 1.75, so is equal to 1.75. CM is given as not given, so you can assume CM as 1 into PT divided by CV is 0.70618. Okay. Now here P effective is also we have. Okay, so if you substitute P effective as 6779.53, okay, so you will get here PT. Yeah. So after calculation you will get PT as 2735 5.75 Newton. Okay, then fourth term is power. We need to calculate. So power, you can calculate power is equal to force into velocity. So here force is nothing but a tangential force. So tangential force PT is 2735 into 2735.75 into velocity. Velocity is here we have calculated 5.428. Okay. So 2735.75 multiplied by 5.428. So you will get power as 14.85 kilowatt. Okay, so in this way you have to complete the example. Okay, thank you.